Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I'm gonna do the thing. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends beyond the binary, hello and welcome. I'm Kristi, and I'm here with Katie.
Yo,
And we're gonna play more Arcade Spirits, a game about an arcade and the spirit that you have in the arcade. It's good. I've been enjoying it.
the way it was originally presented to me, this game was that it was about, characters inside arcade games. So it's kind of weird that it's not that, and that it was presented to me that way.
I mean, it kind of looked like it was gonna go that way after Polybius, but that was, I guess, kind of a one-off.
Mm-hmm.
Although, now that you've said that, I super do want a visual novel where, like, your dating options are Miss Pac-Man and
Druaga.
sure, Jungle King,
Jill of the Jungle.
Jill of the Jungle.
Not an arcade game, that's a DOS game.
It's more like Arcade Spirits, am I right? Hey. So we're just gonna jump into it. We played music. I did that.
She did that.
It's titled Clockwave. It's a manipulation of an original sound from the original track off the Clock video game soundtrack for the SNES. But I made it all slow and echoey, because that's all you have to do to make a vaporwave track. Is make it slow and echoey. If you can have, like, some vocals from a 70s ballad in the background that sounds like a giant yawning them, that's even better. So, would you mind scrolling back just one? Here we go. So this is Flaming Go, the grand reopening of the Funplex, and a lot more people showed up than we thought were going to show up. But as floor attendant and event manager, it's my duty to make things right. The crowd's already on edge from all the high-stakes competition, but where do I start? Somebody's punching cabinets. Can't have people doing that. Somebody's swearing up a storm. That's a problem. It's probably not Queen Bee. They would mention if it were Queen Bee.
Mm-hmm.
Sharks are circling the snack machines. Uh-oh. So what jumps out to you? I think none of these are, like, directly connected to a...
They're all they're all problems that have to be dealt with.
They are all problems that have to be dealt with, and we didn't get I might not get to all of these, like, click in, so presumably we'll be able to get to all of these. So just what do you want to do first?
Just start at the top.
Let's start at the top and work our way down like an astropop.
Oh, it's this guy.
It's this, is this the same douche who, was getting into an argument with Percy over Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze?
I believe so.
Okay. This gamer is busy smacking the side of a Wild Rider cabinet. The fake plastic motorcycle handles on the front of the game rattle each time. His shirt says attack.
No, this can't be happening.
Sir, you're not allowed to hit the games. Plus, if Naomi saw this, he'd be as good as excommunicated.
Oh, you're that gal I got mad at when the fat dude wouldn't stop playing Moopy, right?
I have some,
Sorry. I've got anger issues. I'm trying to work on them. Would you just look at this? Of all the rotten luck. I got the top lap score. I did it. And now the game's frozen right after crossing the finish line.
Ooh, honestly, I'm not surprised. Wild Rider's one of our most problematic games, constantly freezing or just going splat. Naomi fixes it at least once a week. There's mainly early 2000Xs when janky low polys and low production values as a whole.
I'm sorry for hitting the game. I guess that was pretty stupid of me. But is there anything you can do to help me keep my score? I got a real shot at winning this one.
This guy rubs me the wrong way, but he seems sincere in his apology, and he's a paying customer today, despite claiming he'd leave forever. So I should keep that ball rolling. Let's see. Have you tried... Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in? Let me check with Naomi, see if she can do anything. Or Iris, is there anything you can do here?
So, I'm assuming that with low production values, it doesn't have permanent memory.
That would make sense.
Unplugging it and plugging it back in would probably delete the score anyway.
Oh, yeah. It would probably reset all the scores.
Mm-hmm.
No one would enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Naomi and Iris could both do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Andy wants Naomi.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, sure. Okay, hang on. I'm going to check with our technician and see if there's anything we can do to recover your game.
Already texted Naomi for you.
Thank you, Iris. Naomi comes charging out of her workshop, looking perturbed.
Wild Rider again?
Quickly, she flips around behind the game, popping open the back panel. She uses her phone's flashlight to poke through the works.
And finds cats.
And finds 30 cats.
These early 3D games are such a pain. If it was a pure retro game or even a pure modern one, it'd be way more reliable. Okay, I think I see the problem. 1 second, this is actually true, by the way. This is just the worst era for arcade games.
Oh. And like that, the virtual motorcycle unfreezes, confetti and cheers sounding from the game as it properly registers the lap time. I never get tired of watching Naomi fix things. To see her brain quickly solve all these little arcade complications leaves my mouth agape and my heart warm.
All done. Call me if it breaks again. Bye.
Oh man, she did it! My score's saved! Hallelujah! I still look angry because I only have 1 frame.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I owe you. Seriously, I'm taking home that Wild Rider trophy.
Another happy customer. But I should keep an eye on that game in case it falls apart again. Next problem. Swearing up a storm, a shark or snorkeling to him.
Sharky Warky Fucky Wucky.
The Sharky Warky Fucky Wucky.
Alright, let's do the Sharky Warky Fucky.
Let's deal with the Sharky Warky Fucky Wucky. Hey, Bad Road.
How you doing?
Thank you, Norman Explosion. I forgot about that. Because he looks like Nathan Explosion. From Metalocalypse, but
Gotcha.
shittier.
But Nathan Explosion from Metalocalypse already looks really shitty.
Yeah, and he is really shitty. That's kind of the point of Metalocalypse. Like like a lot of people just really like it for the, you know, ludicrous violence and the fact that Brendan Small actually makes really good metal.
Mm-hmm.
But the sort of core idea of Metalocalypse is that the ludicrously wealthy are so removed from us as a group that they have no idea how anything works.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really good commentary, actually.
What was that other fucking show that was trying to do the same thing? Got canceled, and then it got another season on Netflix and got canceled again because people realized it had never been that good.
Arrested Development?
That's the one.
Yeah. Button mashing is thirsty work. These buttons are making me thirsty. And right away, from the red lights on the soda machine, I know exactly what is wrong. The waters of life, the dew that flows from the mountains, have dried up.
What gives? It's completely empty. Shouldn't they have stocked up before a big event?
We did stock up, they just drank it faster than expected, and there's no more in the back to replace it.
Ah! I need more caffeine! More caffeine!
I think you've had enough there, bud.
They sell us all these salty snacks from one machine, then empty our wallets into the other. It's all part of the Grand Master Plan.
I'm pretty sure nothing we do here is organized enough to be considered a Grand Master Plan. Although maybe I should run this by Gavin? He might have a way to turn that conspiracy theory into reality.
We want soda. We want soda.
Ashley's doing her best to intervene, but a giant flamingo isn't really distracting enough to keep a bunch of thirsty gamers at bay.
I disagree.
How are we gonna fix this? Not everyone's on the Pinky train. We can go raid the whole story for more drinks. We can see if Ashley has any ideas. Or we can order more with the help of Iris.
I mean, I kind of want to see the whole story again.
Okay. I'm super fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
Great trick. Free fries, $10 drinks, $20 bathrooms.
Yep.
Oh no. We don't have enough stock for this rabid crowd. It's time to loot and pillage our neighbors in proud Viking tradition. I carefully slip around the crowd and out of the door, trying not to be noticed. Fortunately, the morning crowd at Whole Story largely consists of avid readers, not soda addicts. I quickly push to the counter, putting my best sad puppy face into play.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, they're not voiced today.
Oh.
Let's see, I gotta do my best Graham. Kristi, taking an early lunch?
To what do we owe the pleasure? Guys, you gotta help me. I'm desperate. Can I buy any cans of soda you got lying around?
Oh, I get it. Run on your vending machines, huh?
Gotta keep those gamers well lubricated with sugary, syrupy soda.
Ooh, what if...
You thinking what I'm thinking, Matt?
I think so. Go ahead, take a few cases, Kristi, on the house. Seriously?
We're neighbors. We of the Twin Pines Mall must stand side by side in this world.
You two are the best. I'll make it up to you by buying enough donuts to give myself diabetes.
It is a donut shop / bookstore.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, the one thing you don't want around books is donuts.
It wouldn't kill you to have a healthy sandwich or two when you pop by, Kristi. Even if the pastries are perfection, here, let me help you. Matt leaves his post to help me haul a bunch of soda cases next door. On entering with armloads of aluminum cans, the crowd goes wild. A few of the friendly ones step right up to help us carry the boxes in, setting them up in the snack area. Soon we've got the whole load transferred. Matt offers a quick salute before returning to his cafe. Crisis averted. I'm glad we've got such helpful neighbors. Now what next? Wait a second. As I loop back around to the center of the room, I can't help but notice two things. Donuts and books equals whole story, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Percy's looking oddly irate, and Queen Bee is missing. My instinct says I should tend to our VIPs first and foremost. I don't think I can cover both of them in time, but I can help out with at least one of them. Even if this leaves the last of those crowd problems twisting in the wind, I don't know. This is triage. Where should I focus? Queen Bee, Percy, or swearing?
This one can probably be attended to afterwards.
Yeah.
But it looks like we only get one chance at one of these.
Yeah, I agree. So do you want to deal with Queen Bee or Percy?
We haven't seen much of Percy, but I do like Queen Bee better.
I also like Queen Bee better, but we haven't seen a lot of Percy. If you want to see Percy, we can just hit that.
Let's see Percy.
Alright.
I don't want to hit that.
Oh, sure. Not me neither. He's not my type. He seems fine as a person. The crowd around Percy is decent, but not the mob scenes we're seeing around Fist of Discomfort or the snack machines. Mostly curious onlookers watching Percy as he loses the game?
Dun 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 dun.
I don't think I've ever even seen a game over screen for Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. Percy gives the joystick an angry smack before quickly pumping in another token and starting again. For that matter, I've never seen Percy actually angry. Even when his runs aren't going great, he's usually so chill about it all.
Oh, for f***'s sake.
Another first, hearing Percy swear. I gotta step in. He needs some team support. Hey, Percy, remember to breathe. In, out, in, out. You can do this. You've done this dozens of times before.
That's right, you've breathed dozens of times before.
You've breathed at least 12 times. You look about, what, 40? 30, 35? I agree it's not helping. That's not a good way to help. He closes his eyes for a moment as the screen refreshes between two mazes.
Exactly. I've done this dozens of times before. Hundreds of times. So why am I actually losing? Blast it! I keep making stupid mistakes. Losing lives at an unacceptable rate. I should be building up a stock. A safety buffer for bad RNG manipulation runs or for taking quick breaks. Instead, I'm barely keeping my head above water. Truthfully, this is my second game over today. If this was some glitzy showpiece run at Deco's Palace with the big names in retro score chasing play, I'd probably have shut down the whole show by now to save face.
Early in the morning, you can afford a few mistakes, right?
Possibly not. A 3.5 million world record run would take hours. I'm not sure there's enough hours left in the event, even if I was at peak performance.
Bloody hell. This isn't me. I should be better than this. I have to be better than this.
Oh, bugger it.
From earlier, it's clear he felt that achieving his dream alongside mine was important to him. Okay, first things first, he needs to stop for now and calm down. Playing angry clearly isn't working. What can I do to help here? Offer a hug, put a hand on his shoulder, or shoo the crowd away. I don't know, I think shooing the crowd away is the most, it's listed as a basic option, but I think it's actually the most helpful thing currently. You have an opinion? With a gesture, I wave the small crowd away. Y'all mind? Give the man some space. The real action comes later when he's near the world record. Go play some games. The slightly annoyed crowd wanders off in search of video entertainment as Percy lets go of the joystick.
No bloody use smashing me out against the game like this. Just take advantage of the breathing room you made for me.
Right. Step 2, as much as it may hurt him to admit it, he needs to accept the possibility that today just isn't the day. I worked here long enough to know Percy's heart. He only finds peace in the game when he's at peace with himself. This pressure to succeed is too much. Today might not be your day, but one day you will conquer Movie. Win or lose, you've made us all proud, all of us, remember that, or you need to accept that you might not win right here and now.
I'd go with the top one, just straight up encouragement.
I also think that. So, yeah. Losing only delays the inevitable. You will destroy that world record. You will conquer Mr. Moopy's magic maze. So if today isn't the day, that doesn't matter. The day's coming, and I'm gonna be right here when you slay the damn dragon.
Indeed. I haven't come this far only to give up.
Rather unfortunate.
Although I can only pray the day is sooner rather than later.
It's about winning the game at Flaming Go.
No, well, I'd love to do that, as I've noted, yes.
Well,
It's complicated, and nothing you need to worry yourself about. It's part of my tragic backstory.
Percy.
Nothing to worry about at all.
See, when you say things like that, I worry. It's like that dog sitting in a burning room saying this is fine.
Oh, from that gun show comic.
From that gun show comic.
Pardon?
Percy apparently not hip to the memes of the youths, as he is an old. But this takes place in the year 20XDX? Like, presumably the future?
I'm trying to think when that comic's from like 2006 or something. Look, love, I'd stick around and chat, But if I'm to make this record, I should get back to it. Still, I'll try to take your words to heart. It's just another run. No more, no less. I have to see it that way, whether or not it's true. Now, you've got an event to manage here. I can play my best knowing you're doing your best out there.
You've got my word on that.
Right. Once more into the breach, Mr. Mopey?
Andy's back into the maze, zapping monsters, collecting treasures, looking for the exit, time and time again. Something nasty is brewing here. Percy's the one we can usually count on to be, well, a rock. Stable, if inert, a fixture of the arcade, like furniture. I'm not used to him having problems. Honestly, I haven't paid as much attention to him as I have to others. I don't know what's going on in his head, and right now I feel like I should. I'll check in with him later just to be safe.
Oh no, the game called us out for ignoring Percy.
There's only so much we can do. Half of Flamingo in the can have to go. I've been running myself ragged trying to catch every little problem, and there's still plenty left to do, but no sense not practicing self-care, too. Time to get my lunch on. And while a nice, quiet moment to myself would probably help, what would help more is a smidge of social interaction beyond crisis management. Percy and Queen Bee are obviously tied up in their own affairs, but everybody else should be open. Who can I lean on in my time of need? Naomi's still in her workshop. Maybe she'd like company. Gavin could probably use a break from score wrangling. Ashley just ducked into the employees only room. Teo's lurking around Showtime stage. So it could be a good moment.
This is where I look at the camera and say, what do you think will happen?
What do you think will happen? I think it'll be fine.
Can you remember the tallest man you've ever seen?
You ever notice how many restaurants are themed based these days?
That was a lie. Made up. Completely fictional.
There's a great Neil Cicerega video. That people should watch that's like that. Anyway. I probably mispronounced his name. I don't know if this doesn't sound like me, but I'm gonna say either Gavin or Teo. I don't know. I'd like to see Teo.
Teo it is.
You don't want to be on the Pinky train?
No opinion on this one.
Okay. Teo's looking concernedly down at his phone. He collectively wipes his brow and exhales. I think that's not...
Well, I don't think that's what that word means.
Yeah. Maybe Teo would like to join me on a break. I can't see through your butt.
Oh. I thought my butt was translucent.
It seems we could both use a little energy boost. Appears to be a good time, too. The ever-present group of dancers is cleared away from Showtime stage for the time being. Dancers need to refuel, too, I guess. Hey, Teo. How's the dancing today? Every time I look over, I hear people laughing and smiling.
Oh, hey. They're rocking and grooving their hardest today. Our crowd might not have as many hoots and hollers and intense battles as Queen Bees, but we got more newcomers.
Hell yeah.
And we are totally killing it.
That's great to hear. The fraction of me madly worrying about Showtime stage is calm, but the rest is still a mess of anxiety.
You're too hard on yourself, Kristi. Everyone, including you, is doing a fantastic job.
Thanks, Teo, but remember to take a break for yourself, too. In fact, have you eaten lunch yet?
Nah, I haven't had the time.
Seems like now's the perfect time. I got a mighty hunger and you're coming with me the whole story.
How could I ever refuse you? Plus, I got a mighty hunger too, and it's for more time with you.
I'm left utterly speechless, and before I can find the words, Teo continues on.
And for some tasty cake.
I am a tasty cake, thank you. Okay, let's do the thing with the putting of the foods into our mouth holes. They make noise by squirting air from a hole in their chest.
From their meat holes? Talking meat? Singing meat!
Dancing meat. My companion fetches the table in the crowded cafe while I memorize our order and carry it forth to yon service counter. I make my way to the front of the line, trying to keep the lunch order neatly arranged in my brain despite all the chaos of today's event.
It's alright. See you later, Andy. Thanks for coming.
Bye-bye, Andy.
Well, look who's here.
I'm looking.
It's our favorite arcade wrangler.
Arcade minion? Arcade flunky? What's the right term?
Event manager. Actually, you know those flyers for Flamingo I asked you to pass out? That's my baby.
Moving up in the world, I see.
A proud parent of a shiny arcade baby.
And yet, no invite for us to the baby shower.
Why, I feel snubbed.
But seriously, we couldn't be prouder of you. And to think when you first walked in these doors, you were still trying to figure out your place in things.
Ben and I know a thing or two about finding your dream and sacrificing to make it happen.
Long hours, hard work,
Hard hours and long work, too.
struggling to make ends meet.
Having meetings to discuss how to end the struggles.
Can't imagine how difficult it must have been for you to get to where you are now.
It wasn't that difficult, honestly. I came up with a name, tossed it up at max, and that's it.
Oh, I'd be on the lookout for hidden costs on the back end then.
Speed bumps on the road of life to catch you unawares as you're soaring down the highway of success.
But if you wreck your $500,000 imported sports car of business triumph, we'll be there to drown your sorrows in coffee.
And donuts.
And donuts.
Don't forget the donuts, an essential component. Next order, please.
Shaking my head, I wander back to our table with the lunch in tow. I ended up ordering a massive amount of food. It's amazing the stuff Ben and Matt have here beyond just whole-enabled pastries. In my case, a grilled cheese sandwich with a cup of tomato soup and a chocolate chip cookie for dessert. A truly stunning amount of food. A grilled cheese sandwich and soup and a cookie.
Yep, just so... I've never even eaten that much before in my entire life. That is more food than the total...
It's so much fuck-ass food.
The total amount of food I have eaten throughout my life.
All this event managing has given me an unquenchable appetite. Maybe I'm the one who's wrong. Because I would eat an entire...
I wouldn't call that a big meal, is the thing. I'd call that an average meal. An average-sized meal.
All this event managing has given me... I guess we're talking about it in terms of what we're used to eating, which is pizza bagels. Which is like a double handful... which is what I like, a double handful of bagel-related pizza.
Mm-hmm.
All this event managing has given me an unquenchable appetite, and I'm filling it with as many calories as I can look at. I'm pretty sure I earned it, though. As I sit across from Teo, I take note of what he ordered. A hearty-looking salad, a bag of kettle chips, and a decadent slice of chocolate cake.
I do not believe that this man has not ordered anything with protein in it.
That's a lot of arms to not have protein.
Uh-huh. This is not a man who is in the middle of a dance competition and does not get some beef jerky or a hamburger.
I mean, he's sort of just managing the thing.
Hey, Xenon.
Hi, Xenon. He's sort of just managing the thing, but I do, think that maybe there's ham in the salad.
Oh, it's a ham salad.
Yeah.
It's a hearty salad. That suggests protein. Maybe. It could be one of those ones that's just fried chicken on a bed of lettuce. I love those.
Back when I used to eat salads, that's the kind of salads I would get. I would get, the bag, iceberg lettuce salad, and then, microwave some ham steaks and chop that up, and then put fucking jalapenos in it.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically not a salad. All of this looks so delicious.
It's a feast set for royalty. And by royalty, I mean me and you. We should just share it all.
I'm not opposed to sharing. Just looking at the cake is making my mouth water. A splendid idea. As we chow down, though, one thing occurs to me that I'd been wanting to ask him about all day. So, no regulars from your crew here today. It's great that we've got newcomers on stage, but we could have also used you guys for putting on your expert moves for today's event.
Sorry, Kristi. Afraid that's on me. A simple scheduling problem combined with short notice. Today's our monthly break day. I mean, folks come and go as schedules permit. Can't expect him to dance 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, but this is different. I make sure that every month we all take a full day break from each other. Clear our heads, not dance and just recharge. No arcade, no game, no smooth moves. Just a moment to reflect and enjoy the good things in life, moving our bodies freely.
Wow. That's actually a great idea. Too much of the same old stuff really dulls the mind.
And it keeps attendance up for all the other events. Less chance of a burnout that way. Next time you throw an event and I see the twinkle in your eye, you're planning more big events like this one, we'll be there. But for today, let's give Queen Bee and Percy their time in the spotlight.
Okay, but you still showed up today to dance. Thea looks away for a moment, guilty as charged. Why? When's your break? Thea waves his hand away, scoffing at the very idea of the thing.
Simply put, I don't require a break. Were I a dancer, I would simply not take a break.
Seriously? That's an early way to the grave. Everyone needs a break sometimes, or what makes you say that? Bad Road says, once when my cousin was little, he built a salad, in quotes, out of croutons, ham, and Thousand Island dressing. His mother told him she didn't care if it all came from the salad bar, it needs vegetables to qualify as a salad. I don't know.
Why don't chicken salad?
Why don't you ask macaroni salad?
Macaroni salad, chicken salad.
Chicken and macaroni salad.
Chicken and macaroni salad.
That actually sounds really good. I know I'm just describing like really mayonnaise-y
Chicken
KD, but right. Fruit salad.
There you go. That doesn't have vegetables in it.
Yeah, fruits aren't vegetables. Suck it. Food pyramid.
That's right.
Everyone needs a break sometimes, is kind of what I feel.
I mean, I'd be blunt.
Yeah.
That's me, though.
Fruit salad with tomatoes. Oh no.
Tomatoes a fruit.
I think I would rather not be so blunt.
Hey, Riz. Thanks for the host/raid.
The road to hell is paved with great intentions, Teo. Everyone, including you, deserves a break every once in a while.
Wow, you were blunt anyway.
Yeah.
It's like the game just flipped you off.
Hey, fuck off then.
Thank you, Riz, for 25 months of support. The Vikings kicked my ass in Civilization.
In Civ 6, yeah, which Riz was playing. That's the game that Riz was played.
The game that Riz plays was.
Yep, that's how I was trying to formulate the joke, and I just completely lost sight of it. Ooh.
Believe me, I would love to take a break, but I can't, truly.
Oh, break day doesn't apply to me. I need to continue to work hard. You know, I built up this community from when it was nothing. I remember when it was just me and a few other players. And now look at it. We're not just a local crew. We're one of the biggest dancing game groups in the nation. We got it all. A social media feed, satellite groups, online vids to tutor the hopeful newcomers. You're only seeing the tip of this crazy iceberg.
We got it all on UHF.
We got it all on UHF.
All of that depends on me. I gotta hustle. I can't let them down. I won't let them down. If this all fell apart, it would crush them. So if I stop, even for just a moment, I mean, who will be there to take over?
Your friends, Teo. Me. Ashley. Naomi. And yeah, even Gavin.
Huh? You take over my dance crew?
No. I mean, look, we want to support you. You're part of the Funplex. You're not alone. For the first time, Teo, who always has a wide crack or a smooth saying, is silenced by my words. Please never forget that. He lets a smile gently turn his lips, I know it's hard to trust others sometimes. For example, I've been leaning heavily on my Iris for this, despite having some recent trust issues with her.
You don't trust your phone?
It is a long story. My point is, you do so much for others, it's okay to let them do things for you too.
You know, you're a true friend. Here I was supposed to take you out and hear about your life, and instead, we just talked about me the whole time. Man, I am the worst.
Oh
Not
yeah,
as bad as I am at Showtime stage.
We all have our strengths and weaknesses, and my weakness is
Dancing video games.
is dancing video games. I'm actually not bad at dancing video games. It's just I play them weird in a way that makes people look at me funny. Because all of my dancing experience basically comes from that one semester of country western line dancing I took in lieu of gym. So I tend to just unless the note chart calls for two things to be stepped on at once, just stand with my left foot planted in the center and then just right foot to the left and right of me, and people think that's weird.
That's a line dance.
It is.
I think in Oklahoma, people would think that was normal.
Not if you're trying to do picture me. I do like Not As Bad As I Am at Showtime stage. I know Taya's just joking, but no one is really as bad at dancing games as I am. You may be the worst friend, but I'm the worst at Showtime stage. So we're even.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say it, but you took the words right out of my mouth. Now who's putting on the smooth moves?
Teo chuckles as he moves his body freely.
I mean it. You really are a great friend, and I'm really impressed with your passion just now. Not many floor attendants would do that for their customers, but that's the Funplex for you, isn't it? I'm more than a neatly stacked pile of quarters in your eyes. We all are. That is one neatly stacked pile of quarters.
Just so many ridges. Until Gavin tells me to stop fraternizing with the nearly stacked piles of quarters, I'm good with treating you all like human beings. And as entertaining as this has been, we really need to get moving. Time ticks, and the Funplex calls. Rushing through the rest of our lavish meals, we wrap things up and slip back into the Funplex, almost unnoticed in all the noise and chaos of Flaming Go.
Oh, is that why Ruffles potato chips taste so good? Because they're ridged for her pleasure? Ruffles have ridges.
That's like a strong $10.75. The next few hours pass quickly. With renewed confidence, Percy is deep into his world record run and performing admirably. He's intensely focused on that score, inching ever closer. While Queen Bee effortlessly destroys the locals on the path to her inevitable showdown with the demon. Myself, I float through it all, taking care of the little problems while keeping an eye on both of them, but as the event winds to a close, all eyes are on our two main events, and the very real possibility of one of our local heroes falling apart at the finish line. Technically, the arcade-wide score competition is still on, but crowds are ignoring the games in favor of crowding around Fist of Discomfort and Moopy. Percy's been on a solid run since his earlier fumbles. Queen Bee's been effortlessly destroying all competitors, as expected. But the demon has been matching her game for game, destroying all his opponents as well, and, as predicted, the grand finals will come down to Queen Bee versus the demon. As for the magical world of Moopy, Percy's closing in on that world record, with the tape rolling and ready to submit to Twin Galaxies. They didn't bother to put a TM next to that. The pressure's on. It's probably not a TM, right?
I imagine they would have trademarked their name.
Twin Galaxies scoreboard? It seems like they would.
They're... Pull this up.
The second thing to come up with Twin Galaxies lawsuit.
They don't have a TM by their name. That's surprising. Maybe they never registered it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I helped Percy through his frustration. I could be there for him at the end, too. But undoubtedly the tournament has the bigger crowd. I might be needed there. I can't be there for them both as much as I want to. Who do I focus on? Percy's about to achieve his life ambition. I want to be there when it happens. Or Queen Bee is facing her toughest challenge yet. I should be in her corner for this fight.
I mean, we've already helped Percy out.
We have.
Queen Bee helped us out at the start of this.
That's true. So
I'm on the second choice there.
Alright, let's go with Queen Bee. This is it. The grand finals of Fist of Discomfort at Flaming Go. I can sense the excitement in the crowd, and it's hard not to get swept up in the hype. My nerves are through the roof right now, and I'm not even the one playing. Using my event manager authority, I reach the front of the crowd, where Rhapsody, an FOD expert and Iris invited to handle the play-by-play, introduces the competitors.
On the player one side, the rising star of Waluigi Gaming.
Jesus Christ.
Local Funplex champion and internet sensation, Queen Bee.
A few folks in the crowd, locals mostly, cheer Queen Bee on. I recognize most of them from her crew and a bunch of Funplex regulars.
On the player 2 side, 5-time Evo TM champion in Fist of Discomfort, known as Kami in his home country of Japan. Here we all know him as the Demon!
Catch your breath, .mp3. Uh-oh, the crowd's picked their favorite, clearly. Not to say that it doesn't make sense, the Demon is known by casuals and hardcore alike, but I was hoping for a little less of a discrepancy between the two. I look over to Queen Bee. She's keeping it calm. She's keeping it cool. The true mask of the competitive gamer.
Can you imagine if competitive gamers were like that in real life?
Could you imagine if competitive gamers were chill? Like, even a fucking little bit? Could you imagine that world?
One where they don't scream and throw their equipment around?
What if, right? Just like, what if they could be cool for like a fucking second? After a quick handshake, it's off to their joysticks, quartering up and getting ready to battle.
My fellow gamers, this is the grand finals here at Flaming Go. Let's hear it for our competitors.
So, fun fact. Every day I had a reminder on my phone over the last week that reminded me at lunchtime that this event was called Flaming Go. So I would get used to it and wouldn't have to be like shocked when we came back to it the way I was last week.
Uh-huh.
As they shuffled through the character selection screen, the crowd waits in anticipation, eager to see who will be chosen. The announcer takes that momentum and brings it back twofold.
Queen Bee is sticking with her pride and joy, the fast and deadly Tomokaze.
From what I've learned, Tomokaze is a light and fast character suited for Queen Bee's aggro style. It's her favorite character.
She's a Genji main.
Oh fuck, she's a Genji main. And as for the Demon, who's been playing his staple of heavy-set controlling samurai all day, selects a similar speedy attack ninja.
What an amazing turn of events! The Demon completely strays from his normal character roster and chooses Silent Blade. This is completely unlike anything we've seen the Demon do today. What an exciting matchup! One you won't want to take your eyes away from. Is he throwing?
The nuances of this game escape me, but I'm pretty sure this isn't what Queen Bee was expecting. Not in the slightest. I'm starting to wish I'd paid more attention to this game so I'd know exactly how doomed she was right now.
He's trying to surprise her. With characters locked in and maps set, let's not delay this match any further. The countdown is at 3, 2, 1! So one thing that pro gamers do is when someone's kicking their ass with a character, they'll pick that character to tell themselves, well, I'll show them that they're playing the easy character and I'll beat them without ever playing that character before, and it never works out for them.
No.
And begin, air horn!
Right out of the gate, the demon comes at Queen Bee with a ferocity I haven't seen since Queen Bee's usual matches where she charges head-on into her enemy.
Right out the gate, the demon attacks Queen Bee with a ferocity with the likes of which I've never seen. Like a cheetah, the demon spares no time, running straight towards his prey. The demon has completely ignored the ninja creep waves. He's taking full-on minion damage and he's not even phased. In fact, he's not even stopping to buy items. Our champion from Japan has only one thing in his sights, and that's Queen Bee.
To be honest, still no clue what's going on here. Esports are a dense brick of knowledge that's way beyond me. But from what little I know, Queen Bee plays a fast style, and now she's hitting someone who's playing even faster, staying just one step ahead. Normally these matches go on a good 5 or 10 minutes, but he's already put Queen Bee down once, then mauled an allied sensei while she was respawning. He's trying to surprise her, or he's trying to beat her left-handed, or he's showing he's not left-handed.
That's what you think. I'm not left-handed.
I've got something to tell you. I'm not left-handed either. The Princess Bride is a really good movie. Mm-hmm. It's a very good film, The Princess Bride. Anyway, I tried to make myself heard over the crowd.
Kick its ass!
Kick its ass! Yeah. Kick! It's no good. She can't hear me. Even if I was able to shout louder than the crowd, her attention is so focused she probably wouldn't register my voice. I can do nothing but helplessly watch as the demon pulls her apart again and again.
The Onslaught, the demon living up to his namesake, is not showing an ounce of mercy for his competitor. But what's this? Queen Bee is switching things up. She stopped at the item store, completely ignoring the attacks on her sensei. What could she possibly be buying at a time like this?
Fortunately, she seems to have developed a plan. Not that I totally get why, but she stopped attacking so she can buy a bunch of scrolls. I mean, the demon's not going to politely wait for her to shop.
And one of the Queen Bee's sensei is down for the count, but that death has bought her enough time to grab as many control spells as she can.
Spells? I've never seen her use spells this early in the game before.
Queen Bee blasts the lane with a storm of frost. Oh!
Oh, ice spells. I see. They look so shiny. Initially, it works like a charm. The enemy minions freeze solid and give her just enough breathing room to push ahead.
But the demon responds with swift accuracy. He's pushing forward with his other lanes, ignoring her attempts to slow things down.
As the demon flips between lanes, it's clear that while this would have won her the game if she'd started out that way. Quickly enough, the final sensei on Queen Bee's side of the map falls.
Here is your winner, the demon!
The obligatory handshake happens as the crowd bursts into applause, thrilled to have seen such a strange spectacle out of the world champion. Immediately, Queen Bee is forgotten as the players close in to cheer on the demon over and over.
Man, this guy just decided to style on her for no reason, like a huge dick.
Perhaps it's sensing her cue to depart. Perhaps sensing it's her cue to depart before the cheap plastic trophy. Perhaps sensing it's her cue to depart before the cheap plastic trophy I got from the dollar store is awarded to her rival, Queen Bee slips away, and I decide to follow. I find her in the break room, collapsed in one of the folding chairs, face in her hands. Quietly, I take a seat next to her.
I don't know. After L7 Gaming dumps me, Maybe I can live off my stream subs alone. If they don't abandon ship too, I mean. Maybe cut my living expenses a little. You know, move back into my parents' house, things like that. If worse comes to worse, maybe Naomi will carve out the insides of an unpopular game and I can sleep in there.
I recommend pizza bagels, breakfast of champions. I'm sorry things didn't work out, or maybe L7 won't care. It's just a local tournament. Pizza bagels.
This is the only one where you don't sound like a huge dick.
That's true. You know, when pizza's on a bagel, if you're looking to chop your budget down to size, may I point out that when pizza is on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime.
Hey, that's my line.
Queen Bee laughs bitterly, but she is laughing at least.
I better develop a taste for microwave food then.
So you're sure your team's gonna drop you, huh?
You don't know L7, kid. They've been looking for an excuse to cut me from the roster for... Well, no point going into the reasons now. It's probably because she's not a white man. Point is, I failed, and they'll know. My career basically in the toilet right now.
So I went hard into the Queen Bee stuff on my original playthrough, and yes, it is because she is not a white man. Because she's constantly being scrutinized, because she's not, you know...
A white man.
A white man.
Yep.
Explicitly. This is my fault, isn't it? I'm the one who organized the event. I'm the one who pushed everybody past their limits, all in the name of making my dream a reality. I've been working hard to make what should have been just another temporary job and a long string of temporary jobs into something more, something I can believe in. But I didn't stop to think of what that would cost me and the people around me. Boop.
Whoa.
Wash that filthy mouth out with some soap, kid. Question is, what now? Where do I go from here?
I also kind of blame Iris. Well, thankfully, someone's knocking at the door, interrupting me before I need to provide career advice to someone whose career I just indirectly destroyed. Although I'm expecting it to be Gavin or maybe Ashley to come cheer their friend up, the unexpected walks in the door. The two of us stare, dumbfounded, as the man addresses Queen Bee.
I don't speak Japanese.
Hiragana. Hiragana?
What?
Hey, listen.
Oh, sorry, that was you.
Yeah.
I can translate. One moment while I load my Japanese to English speech recognition systems. I'm afraid my English is not very good, so... Oh, you have a translator. I'm glad.
Iris repeats everything we say back and forth. With a little with a little patience, the conversation flows a bit easier after that.
I wish to thank you for teaching me today.
What the?
For what? The boop does that even mean? Are you mocking me?
Iris probably softened that a little in the translation, but combined with Queen Bee's expression, the demon seems to get the gist.
Not at all. I wish to thank you for teaching me your unique fighting style.
Both Queen Bee and I look very confused.
I've been watching your stream for a year now, but watching it is not the same as facing you in combat. From that one battle alone, I have learned a great deal. If you will allow it, I would enjoy learning more. I clearly have a great deal of work to do to master your style, as you saw today.
Didn't we just see him pull you apart limb by limb? Queen Bee's expression softens as she playfully punches me in the shoulder.
Way to rub it in, kid. But that's not even what happened. I honestly thought you were watching the match.
I was, but I'm still confused.
He played sloppy as fuck. Had to be fuck there.
All right.
Sorry. The reason I lost was due to surprise. He took more risks out there than I did, relying on the fastest, hardest aggro style imaginable to win before I could react.
Even in aggro, you don't come blitzing out the gate without buying a single item, not unless you're willing to bet it all on that strategy. I was overly eager to show you what I had learned. I won, yes, but I cannot be results-oriented in my thinking. I believe we could learn much from you, Queen Bee-san.
Come again?
Okay, who's we exactly? Myself, the Kami of Japan. Onslaught-san, the Kami of NorCal. Bosta-san, the Kami of Germany. We are assembling a team. Winds that blow from all directions at once, carrying with them wisdom from across the arcade world. A diverse team for players by players. But we require an aggro-style champion. A Kami of the East Coast scene in America. We would be deeply honored if Queen Bee-san joined us.
As he offers a deep bow, neither of us know quite how to react to that. Queen Bee speaks up first.
Hold on. You're offering me a job? That's why you came here?
Hi. I have been scouting for talent to complete our team. But I have yet to meet anyone quite like you. You are intense, wild, daring, and exactly what we need. But I could not know for certain until I attempted to surpass you in direct combat. I attempted, and I failed. Winning the match is irrelevant. My play was insufficient. However, if you wish to remain loyal to L7 Gaming, I will understand.
Them right in the ear! I mean, let me look into my contract situation and square things away first. But, you know, I'm interested. Yeah, interested.
Almost barely saw the hint of the possibility of a glimpse of a smile on the demon just now. He's clearly smiling.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gone.
Thank you. Please take all the time you require. Fate willing, we will welcome you as one of our 4 heavenly kings. There's 5. There's 5 kings.
There's 4 kings and 3 halves of the magic amulet.
We will at last have found our queen.
With that, he offers one more bow and promptly turns to exit.
Whoa.
Holy boop. Kid, do you know what this means?
You're about to be elevated to arcade godhood. Your skills will expand dramatically. You don't have to live with your parents. This series of... This is just one good response.
Mm-hmm.
By the way. Like, this triple is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I like arcade godhood of these. How do you feel?
I like you don't have to live with your parents.
Aces over 8s. I'm trying to remember who was in the aces and 8s now. All I remember is,
Bad Road would choose 1 as well.
yeah. Alright. I also really wish we could say all 3. You're going to ascend the holy mountain of Asgard to join your fellow Kami in Olympus, home of the spirits above?
Whoops. Oh, cool. I'm pretty sure you're mixing up your pantheons there, kid. But yeah, this is big. I mean, this is super big for me. Instead of bowing and scraping and begging L7 to let me sit at their table, I get my own boopin' table. I want to be carried into Evo TM by oiled fanboys, raising me high on a plush couch, feeding me grapes and fanning me with palm leaves.
I'm actually reasonably sure Iris could arrange that if I asked her to.
Sure thing. I'll get right on.
Kidding. I was kidding, Iris.
Yeah, I'm kidding too. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Got a lot to learn before I really know I can hang with them. But now I've got a future. And it's bright.
I'll admit to some relief on hearing I didn't just sink Queen Bee's battleship.
Here we are in the future. And it's bright.
Oh no.
Aces and 8s, one of the Dudleys, then both of the Dudleys. Ben Bischoff's kids, Gerald Briscoe's kid, Mr. Kennedy, I think D'Lo Brown and Taz. Why do I remember this horrible group?
This is a professional wrestling stable from TNA.
No, I vaguely recall this existing.
Yeah. I've never really watched TNA. I've seen single matches here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my TNA knowledge comes from a wrestling podcast that I used to watch that I don't watch anymore because they're awful people. And so I feel I was skewed in the in my amount of knowledge there. I just remembered the thing existed.
I remember Test and Albert.
Sure, I remember Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy.
Yeah, I made a good joke,
Kennedy.
but you flatlined it
Tess and Albert,
because they were
TNA.
Yeah,
You remember how they were managed by
Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus?
You know, T
TNA.
points at chest and
And
A points at butt.
Tess deserves better. Deserved. He's dead now.
I think I first heard of the Dead Man's Hand from an RPG.
Yeah.
Is that like the Hand of Vecna?
No, Aces Over Eights, a full house of Aces Over Eights is the Dead Man's Hand.
Oh, okay.
It's what, I want to say Wyatt Earp? No, because Wyatt Earp, died, like, of old age. It was some cowboysman, got shot over a poker game with that winning hand.
Mm.
Yeah. The fact remains that we got lucky. If the demon hadn't been in a generous mood, hadn't been scouting for talent, her career would have been in shambles thanks to me. The demon said it himself. Don't fall for results-oriented thinking. Maybe her future is bright, but it almost wasn't thanks to me. Man, who knew being an adult with many important responsibilities instead of a transient floating through life would be this nasty?
Kid, you okay in there?
Yeah, I'm fine. Everything is fine. Shaking the moment off, I do my best to celebrate her achievements. I'm just glad everything worked out.
Me too. I was pretty shaken up this morning, truth be told. I think my performance shows I've got a long way to go, but I'm getting there. Anyway, no sense in hiding out back here all night. Let's go mingle with the guests a bit before the party's over.
Better it says Wild Bill Hickok was the man shot over Aces and Eights.
Makes sense.
With her confidence restored, Queen Bee strolls to the door to return to the Flamingo crowds. Brain did a thing. As we re-enter the arcade, I instinctively side up the crowd looking for trouble, but there isn't any. Good. Don't think I could deal with another crisis.
Oh no, is that Pac-Man? We told him he couldn't come in here anymore. He keeps eating the cabinets!
It's the whole cabinet?
The whole cabinet!
Oh no.
He likes the little joystick nubs.
Oh, that makes sense. Wait a minute. Where's
Perper?
Percy? I don't know. He's gone. Nobody's playing Moopy. In fact, it's already drained out the extra lives and gone back to the attract screen. With a score just short of the world record.
Aww. Boop, you think he cracked under the pressure? Percy's in the hospital. Oh no, this is based on a true story.
Oh no.
He started clutching at his chest and then fell off his stool. We think it was a heart attack. I called 911 right away. The ambulance just left.
Oh no. I need to go. Oh, boop. I ride the bus. I can't drive to the hospital.
Queen Bee provides. We'll take my car.
Gavin, can you and the others finish up here? I need... This is my fault. I pushed him, and I pushed him too hard.
Go. We'll take care of Flaming Go.
Quickly, we pile into Queen Bee's rusty yellow hatchback and speed off to the local hospital. The hour's growing late, but we manage to find his room just before visiting hours are over. And inside, lying in a hospital bed.
So, I've never been to a hospital with visiting hours, but I always see it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Every hospital I've ever been to, you can just come and go at all hours of the night.
I remember really specifically one time being taken to a hospital to visit a friend of the family at something like 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then going from there to Hooters because it was one of the few places that still had food that was open late, and also my dad's the sort of person he is.
In Oklahoma, Hooters is the only thing open past 9.
That is sad and accurate.
Oh, hello there. Wasn't expecting visitors. How do you do? Is the event going well? How do you do? Seriously, how do you do, Percy?
Exactly. What's going on? Are you okay?
Oh, Tollshit's nothing. Just a heart tremor. Wasn't even a full arrest or anything. They're keeping me overnight for observation. I'll be back at the Funplex before you know it. Still have a high score to defeat after all. Are you booping kidding me? Purr, come on. You're hooked up to an ECG. I can see your heartbeats. It's not nothing. It's just a little issue, that's all. A medical mishap which runs in my family. Wasn't quite expecting it to accelerate this quickly, but that's life, isn't it?
So it wasn't stress-related?
Well, probably didn't help, but can't say I was feeling sharp as usual this morning. My fault, really. All my fault.
How serious is this condition? And be honest with us, Percy. No holding back to keep us from worrying, because we are going to worry about you whether you like it or not.
Yeah, what the kid said. Well, they've said 2 years left to live, but science isn't an exact science, I suppose. Boo.
The hospital PA system chimes, grabbing my attention.
Your attention, please, Nurse Randall. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. Visiting hours are now over. Visiting hours are now over. Suppose it's time for you two to head on home. And don't you worry about me. I'll be out of here in the morning. Perhaps take a break from Moopy for a time, but I'll pop by the Funplex all the same.
Only if you're sure, Percy.
You know me, love. I'm an optimization expert. My way of keeping calm through this silliness is to optimize the happiness I can find in the time remaining to me. And that means...
the Funplex.
The Funplex.
Queen Bee offers me a ride back to the Funplex in her car. I've still got an event to wrap up and then a bus to catch back to my apartment. Neither of us really feel like talking on the way there. I'm back. Not that there's much to come back to. All the plastic trophies I'd picked out for the high score contest are gone, along with their winners. Looks like everybody's closing up shop. Ashley's tidying up a bit. Naomi literally having fallen asleep at the prize desk. And Francine, up way past her bedtime, squinting at a computer printout.
Hello, dearie.
Ah, there you are, Kristi. Gavin ran the numbers while you were out. Despite the discount on tokens, we made a tidy profit today, far above and beyond what the Funplex normally draws.
Ellipses.
From what Ashley tells me, the mood was quite jovial near the end, with many nice folks saying they plan to return. And even if the local champ didn't win at Fist of Discomfort, they got to see the demon in action, and that's a feather in our cap.
Ellipses.
I'd hoped you'd be pleased with the news. This is what you wanted, yes? To put the Funplex on the map? The business is going to be just peachy now, especially with more lovely parties like this one.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I am happy about it. Just
Exhausted?
emotionally, mentally, and physically, yes. As you can tell because I said mentally.
Well, for what it's worth, we're all rather exhausted, dearie. But we've got no regrets.
Just like her late
I
husband.
think I know a thing or two about dreams. Dreams and how difficult they can be to make a reality. Your dream of a thriving Funplex is going to take hard work from each and every one of us. But we're ready, willing, and able. True, Queen Bee didn't win, and true, Percy was, hospitalized, but poor dear. But we did it! Your friends saw it through, and they do it all over again, without a doubt.
I nod, a bit numb to it all. I'm sure I'll feel like $1,000,000 tomorrow when Percy strolls back in and smiles and Queen Bee's sporting her fancy new team jacket. When the daytime crowds are thick with newcomers happy to be playing the games they love, when I really get to see the effects of what we accomplished. But for now, I really just want to go to bed. Do you need anything else from me tonight?
We're all wrapped up like a bow. I'm on my way home for a good night's sleep myself. Go home, Kristi. We'll see you tomorrow.
I turn the keys in the lock, slumping into the apartment.
Hi!
So, how'd it go? Was Flaming Goat every bit as awesome as the poster I designed for it?
The players went home happy and business is booming.
Hooray! Why don't you look happy?
It's been a long day.
Well, okay. Honestly, Kristi, you're an inspiration to me. You had the guts to chase your dreams. It's tough work, but I knew that Iris could find you something you'd love. And I've been wondering if I should follow in your footsteps.
You want to become an arcade czar?
No, silly. I mean, just try to find something to do with my life other than make coffee for executives and file their paperwork.
I got it!
Like that poster, I could try to be a graphic designer, maybe. Always loved doing stuff like that. What do you think?
Except that following your dreams can run you ragged like it did to me today. It can nearly torpedo your future. It could even kill you. Is it worth it? Is it really worth all this trouble? What? What the fuck? Be independent. Why are there other options in here? Why are there other options there? Francine's right. I chose this path. I chose to make my life difficult in order to make my life into something. Juniper's helped me out along the way, and I should help her in turn. I'm not gonna lie, it wouldn't be easy, not by a long shot. But yeah, I think you should chase your dreams. Become an artist on your own terms.
Thank you.
I knew I had the right idea. Thanks, Kristi. You need to go to bed and sleep. Tomorrow I'll make you pancakes, a reward for my hardworking arcade czar. You used to have pancakes every morning during those summer trips, right? Your mom made them.
Get my mom's name out of your mouth, Juniper. That was ages ago when my folks could afford trips to the shore. And Juniper gets a wry smile.
I know exactly how we can celebrate your newfound success. How about pizza bagels?
Ellipses. A beach vacation? Oh good, the beach episode is next. It's time. Just like every good anime.
You've cleared level 4 of Arcade Spirits. A winner is you. Now let's see your score. Looks like you're really hitting it off with Naomi. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you've scored 13,850 points. Woohoo! Today's pizza fact is, the world's largest pizza covered 10,000 square feet and measured 140 feet across. It weighed in at 44,457 pounds. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 5?
I do. I also want to take a break before proceeding to level 5.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to do that before we head off to the break. Let's talk about some of the... commands we have in chat, being Bang Donate and Bang Taylor. Black lives matter, indigenous lives and lands matter, and the lives of people of color matter. Protests are ongoing, as they should be, to try to make this a nation that's actually equitable for everyone, the way it says on the tin. Black Americans are fighting for equal treatment under the law, along with a slew of other basic human rights that shouldn't have to be fought for. Under the donate command, we have some organizations which are helping protesters in the form of bail funds, food help, travel funds to get people out of dangerous situations. And beneath Taylor, there are links to help people directly affected by the death of Breonna Taylor, a black woman who was killed in her own home as police raided her building looking for a person who did not live there. It's a hideous chain of events, one that should never happen, one that happens too much. And if you can give money to the organizations, please do so. If you can't, and money is tight all around, find some other way to put your energy into this civil rights movement. Sign petitions, sign up for ride shares, do something, because all of us pulling together is how we win. That's that. We're going to go to the break and get up, stretch your legs, get some water, do whatever self-care is important to you, and we'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes. Please join us then. Katie just gave me the 3, 2, 1 countdown with her hands as we were coming back live. It was very cute.
I'm a director.
We're back. I've got water.
I think my sweat's eating through my clothes again. I used to do this when I was real young. Oh, that sucks.
That does suck. We're just gonna jump into this next one. See how far we get in the beach vacation episode. Oh no. Level 5, the onsen episode. Did you count down with her like Wayne and Garth? I did not. It is the future year 20XDX. Oh, right, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. It is the future year 20 boop-de-boop. Alright?
I just pulled a muscle in my chest trying to get the ice that I just spilled all over the couch. Oh, fuck, that hurts.
You need an ice pack? I didn't mean it to be, although I understand what's gone wrong.
Oh, I think it'll be fine.
It is the future year of 20 boop-de-boop. And romance is in the air. Or at least romance will be in the air if Iris has anything to say about it. Also, I'm not actually in that glorious 20 boopty boop neon metropolis today. I'm about 134.7 miles south of it. That's much better.
Ah, just smell that sea salt. The saltwater taffy. The baking hot salt sands. It's just like I remember.
You've never been to Flotsam Beach before, Juniper?
Well, it's just like I remember you remembering it was then.
Definitely.
This is definitely one of my better ideas. Top 10, maybe even top 5 ideas. What a fantastic way to celebrate your success at the Funplex. As a reward for... Oh, wait, I thought it was Iris. Switching to Iris for some reason.
No.
As a reward for your hard work, probably because that's how Iris starts sentences.
Yeah.
We return to the beach where you first played Wyvern Keep, where your family spent their summer vacations. Oh, how sentimental. My heart, I can't.
I feel the need to say something pithy and dismissive in the face of her unrelenting cheer, but to be honest, I'm definitely smiling. This place holds so many dear memories for me. Before my parents lost their jobs and we began the downward spiral of bad family luck, we've come to Flotsam Beach. And coming back here for sure is a treat.
Yes.
This place is great. Sand and sea and that boardwalk. All those little shops and the best fried food the East Coast can provide. And arcades aplenty, and seashells, and airbrush t-shirts, and plastic sunglasses, and I want to see it all. I want to do it all.
I think you're more excited about this than I am, Juniper.
You're excited too. Don't deny it, Kristi.
Later.
Okay, I'm gonna go get changed into my swimsuit before the others get here. Be right back.
The others. Right. That was the second part of Juniper's plan, see, that this wasn't just a treat for me, but for everybody associated with the Funplex. We'd have to drive down here in groups and pay for our own hotel rooms to keep the costs down, but soon enough, a Saturday outing for all staff and VIPs had become a reality. It was real sweet of her to include everyone in on the trip, too. We worked hard to make Flaming Go a success. I certainly couldn't have done it without help from my friends.
And if not for that, then we wouldn't have characters for this chapter.
Within the next hour, there'd be 9 of us bouncing around in swimsuits, making sandcastles and buying cheap souvenirs and playing seaside arcade games.
I want Gavin to make a sandcastle.
What do you think Gavin's sandcastle would look like?
Perfectly symmetrical.
Perfectly symmetrical. Alright. And hopefully not accidentally drowning in riptides, as my inner lifeguard felt need to warn. One day of fun in the sun, for everyone. And as for this evening...
Beep beep.
Beep beep, Kristi.
Well, Iris had other plans for me.
Well, have you decided yet? Have you? Time's running
Gavin
out,
brought
you know.
a level for his sandcastle. And a square. That's not necessary. With a sigh, I pull out my phone, summoning my digital djinn. And why is time running out exactly?
I've run the numbers and calculated a 99.97% chance of romantic success if you take your special someone on a moonlit seaside stroll. It's the perfect confluence of all projected event vectors that will lead you to love and happiness. Romance is in the air. Can't you feel it?
Hey, this is really weird.
I agree. Right now, all I feel is slightly overheated. I need to go change.
Yes! Yes, good. Put on your sexy swimwear. It'll improve my projections.
She's been going... This is like actually kind of really weird and super not okay.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with this.
BTW, actually, this is not the last chapter. There's, I think, 9, and we're on 5. She's been going on and on about this ever since finding out about the beach trip. Iris, why the sudden obsession with finding me a special someone, anyway? I've turned my life around. I found a job. I found a dream, even. make something of the Funplex to let it grow and shine. You've done well helping me with that. This is the happiest I've been in years, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, I've tried workplace romance before, back in the shoe shop days, and it worked out for a while until I realized we weren't soulmates.
A high-quality dad joke.
Point is, I know I said I'd be open-minded about this sort of thing. I haven't forgotten what we talked about the day I joined the Funplex, but now that I'm faced with it, I'm not sure.
Kristi, you've spent weeks getting to know these people. You've even taken a few of them out to lunch.
What if I just make things awkward for everyone? What if I can't decide who to approach? What if I'm just not ready to start dating again?
What if I think it's really weird that my phone is trying to hook me up with people really, really hard?
Yeah, what if it's that? I don't know, awkward for everyone is the best of those.
Either the top or the bottom.
I agree. What if I'm just not ready, I think.
Okay.
My last date was during the shoe shop days. I'm kind of rusty.
That long ago, huh? How'd that one end?
Can't you just search my social media history and find out?
I could, but I'm trying to respect your privacy more. Plus, hearing it in your own words will help my emotional analysis.
Oh, okay. Well, it ended not great. I lost my job. I guess I was pretty mopey and in a bad place emotionally. There were some fights. I'm not sure I'm ready to land in that kind of situation again.
But you aren't in that situation, are you? You said it yourself. You've turned your life around. You found a job, a dream, and friends to share it with. I think you're in a healthier place right now. You've got a lot to offer. More than, shattered hopes and despair.
He's got a point. I'm on top of the world right now. I feel good about myself and my position in the universe.
Looking down on creation.
And the only explanation I can find is that this digital assassin has come to make its case on the drag. That was a weird confluence of things I just did. It's not like I'm romance averse. I've had various relationships in the past, and considering, I would say they were mostly normal.
But what if you were romance averse?
I mean, we can choose that choice right at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Remember, it said no romance, just friendships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we opted into... The thing about it is we opted into, I don't know, let's look at romance and see how that goes. As opposed to the robot currently shaking us by our lapels going, you need to make a love choice. And it's like, I don't know. Could you not?
Mm-hmm.
This framing device is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Still, I'd better be careful. Emotionally healthy or not, I'd like to avoid adding a broken heart to my current achievement unlocks.
My sources say yes.
Trust me, Kristi. This is your moment. Quit playing games with my heart.
Quit playing games with my heart.
But you don't have to decide right now. In fact, you shouldn't. Take the day with all your friends to really think about it. After dinner, I'll have finished my number crunching, and we'll have your final relationship scores. That'll help guide your decision. Let's take a look. Behold weeks of emotional data fully analyzed. So far, I think you'd make a good match with Naomi. You spend a lot of time with her, and she really likes you. Maybe even likes you.
So, that's it? It's decided?
No. The points are just a guide. And it's not like I'm gonna force you to woo someone just because they're your top match. I still need to calculate how well your personality matches what they're looking for. That'll net you bonus points. Consider it food for thought, you know? And you've still got the rest of today to see who you're a good fit for. Maybe cram in some more time with them. Anyway, keep an open mind, yeah? By the way, according to GPS, your potential romances will be here in less than 2 minutes. Have fun!
I'm trying to respect your privacy more while I meddle in your romantic life.
We do also have a maxed out score with Queen Bee and a pretty good score with Team Pink and Teo. So here's something that annoys me, and I don't know if it's a thing they're trying to do with this dialogue, is that the way that Iris is acting currently is the way that, like, other, like, visual novel romance games try to funnel you into thinking, like, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've just kind of been making decisions based around, like, people we like, and we're not trying to run an optimal route.
Mm-hmm.
But Iris is trying to optimize a route for us, and that feels weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's a weird mismatch.
Maybe it's going to turn out that she learned everything she knows from visual novels on Steam.
You know, I learned the word otome a couple of months ago, and it really changed my life. This isn't an otome game, and I'm very happy for that. Hastily, Gene hastily.
Jam, Gene Ham.
Oh no! Stop! Stop doing it! Never do it again! Oh no! Don't! Why? I hastily Gene Ham my phone back in my pocket before anyone can hear that. Fuck.
Oh, shit.
That was good. Dang it, Iris. I could have just chillaxed by the sea. Maybe found that old arcade where I once played Weaver and Keep and had a pleasant time. But now I need to be sizing up romantic partners? Okay. I like that we are also
annoyed.
Yeah, I like that the character of us is also, like, kind of...
Thank you, Patrick.
Yeah, I need to clip that for the clips. Although... maybe there is someone I've been getting close to. Someone I wouldn't mind being closer to, in fact. And it has been a long time since I felt like I could even try having someone to share my life with. Maybe it's time to look for love, again. But for now, I decide to focus on the day ahead. Fun in the sun. Good, clean fun in the sun. Very innocent and chaste fun in the sun. Sure. I can do that, right? Well...
Hello.
No, I'm sorry, right click. Okay.
Hello, Flotsam. Your queen has arrived. Morning, Kristi. Is this a private game of beach blanket bingo, or can we join? Not even a face there.
I feel this ellipses in my soul.
This is a narrator ellipses.
No one's got it.
This is not dialogue.
No one's got it. The game is just like, everyone, we're all gonna take the time. Innocent.
Yep.
Chaste. Fun. In the sun.
Where can I set up my parasol? And how's the surf? Teo was thinking of doing some surfing. I rarely get a chance to surf these days. Looking forward to breaking out my old board and hitting the waves. I was gonna play the Beach Boys all the way down here from the city to help get in the mood, but Queen Bee vetoed it. Hey, if you want a free ride in my beloved B-Mobile with your board strapped to my roof, you listen to my music, Mr. Dance Pants. Oh, hey, there's the perfect spot. Let's set up there.
Catch you later.
I better go help her. See you there.
I suddenly feel a bit inadequate in terms of proper beach bod and attire.
We're here. Gremlins reference.
Again, well. Let's hit right click too. Let's give everyone the shot. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
All of it's there.
Ah, good. Queen Bee brought an umbrella.
Yeah, I don't really tan so much as burn to a crisp. Honestly, I'm mostly here for the shopping and the arcades.
I'm curious to see how those arcades are run as well. Maybe I can talk to a manager, get some tips for how to handle a very transient audience.
Ugh.
I meant to play in them, not study them? Sheesh, Gavin, you're not here to work.
Can't I do both? Huh. I'll go join the others for now, though. It's been a long drive. Love to stretch out a bit.
See ya.
Ooh, me too. I'm so cramped up from sitting in that van. Wait for me.
Stretching, yes. Stretching is good. Flex those muscles.
Ooh.
Alright, the beach. I haven't been to the beach in ages. Not since my sign spinning days promoting that funnel cake place. And I guess there was that one time we did a beach shoot, but that was like last summer. So yeah, ages ago. Feels good to be back in the sun.
Thank you, Bad Road.
Thank you. Let's hit right click and get these two in and also. There we go. Very good.
Last beach I went to was back in England. Considerably more cold and overcast than this, I'm afraid. And before you ask, because Ashley already asked again and again on the drive down here, I'm not going to explode in direct sunlight. My condition is quite stable today.
Sorry, Percy, but you are part of the crew. That means we care about you. I promise, though, that we won't treat you like you're made of glass. You're still good old Percy to us.
Much obliged.
Thanks, love. All the same, think I'll grab a spot under that umbrella before all the good shade is taken. He's got red hair. He burns instantly. Trust me.
It's just a thing.
Uh-huh. As for me, last one in the water is a landlubber.
The water. Yes. Getting wet and cooling down.
Party!
Hello, dearie.
Afraid my bikini days are behind me, but I'm happy to be here all the same. I do so love to be out in the sun. I expected Juniper to be in a bikini too.
I think I like what she's wearing.
Mm-hmm. Lovely beaches, lovely weather, lovely people. Good to see all three present and accounted for.
So first of all, they are cowards for not putting Francine in a bikini, right?
Yes.
That's that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it doesn't fit with the character. That's fine. Give her, like, anything that isn't this literal 3 layers of what's probably wool that she's currently wearing on a beach.
Also, I'm a little perturbed that the fat girl's the only one who's not showing her belly.
Yeah, I agree. Put Francine and Juniper in bikinis, you coward.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I rented an extra parasol and some chairs for Miss Francine and I, and for you too, Kristi. Plenty of room if we squeeze in.
My, oh my.
How cozy!
Well. Okay then. This is a new context for me to be observing these people in. But fun in the sun, right? Above all else, this is to be a day of celebration and cheer over the success of the Funplex. With that firmly in mind, I join everyone and we get this beach party started. Although it doesn't take long for the group to start splitting up. There's just too much to see, too much to do, so what's wrong with taking the back stew? I know from my vacations here as a kid that you can't really try everything in one day. But unlike me, they're noobs. As an adult, I know how to budget my time. To do the things I really want to do and hang out with the people I really want to hang out with. Despite my attempts at good, clean fun, Iris's words are still running through my head. By evening, I need to make a decision. Or I don't, because it's fucking... Okay. That means if I'm seriously going to make a move, like she's suggesting I do, I should spend my time wisely leading up to that move.
I'm reminded why I don't like romantic media.
Yeah. So what next? Naomi and Ashley are making sandcastles. Gavin and Queen Bee found a volleyball. Teo and Percy are playing carny games. Or Juniper's talking with her Iris, it seems.
I'm curious what other irises are like. On the other hand, sandcastles.
They fall into the sea of any ally. Nobody is also a decision we can make, but the fact that it's like putting this weird time constraint on us, it feels unnatural and bad. Mm-hmm. Especially because we know this is like the middle of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to make sandcastles?
Sure.
Let's make sandcastles. In the distance, I see what appears to be a myriad of sandcastles, which makes sense. I mean, I'd be worried if it was a whole bunch of not sandcastles on the beach.
Yeah, what if it was like...
stone castles.
Stone holes.
Stone holes on the beach.
Because if you invert a castle, it's just a hole.
So while you're not wrong...
It's just a big...
It's weird to say.
It's just like a big, like, imprint. Castle-shaped imprint in the ground.
Sure. During my many beach outings as a kid, there were always multiple sandcastle competitions going on. And in front of me, our own Funplex fabricators have entered the fray. With Naomi being our arcade builder and Ashley with all of her cosplay craftiness, it's no wonder these two are up for the sandcastle challenge. As I jog over to them, I see Ashley laughing over her castle and Naomi meticulously measuring something on her citadel. How goes the castelling?
Amazing!
Do you see all these great sandcastles? They're all so cute. Properly made sandcastles aren't cute, Ashley. Oh, then what are they, Naomi? Assuming they're not just made by kids for funsies, a proper sandcastle can be a structural masterpiece.
Oh no, Naomi's the one who brought the fucking level.
Every grain of sand must be in its proper spot or the whole thing comes crashing down. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing right.
Naomi says this without lifting her eyes away from her castle. She's so completely focused that I don't think she's blinking even.
I think this may have actually been dialogue intended for Gavin originally. Because this is completely out of character.
It feels weird. Like she's serious about building things, but not like this.
Yeah, not in an everything must be perfect way. I have to disagree with Naomi here. This doesn't sound like Naomi is the thing.
And what exactly are you doing, Naomi?
Well, that's why I keep feeling worse. I'm fucking twisting my back by leaning back so far.
Oh. Yeah.
I just realized that.
Listen, I'm slumped because I don't have a spine anymore. Don't.
I have a slipped disc.
Don't follow.
I need to care about my spine.
Don't follow my lead. I already said this one.
Let me explain.
I'm making sure each embrasure is equidistant around the tower. Otherwise, it'll all be an asymmetrical... This is absolutely written
It is really
Gavin.
weird.
This is absolutely written for Gavin. This is the way he talks.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't even her speech pattern.
Yeah. Makes sense. I take a moment to actually appreciate their castles. Naomi's is a structural masterpiece. Straight, perfect edges meet bold, flat walls, which produce an almost perfect medieval castle. She even added an ocean water moat, complete with drawbridge. Ashley's is equally impressive, too. It's a soft, fluffy fantasy castle. The foundation is made of sculpted sand clouds, like an elegant castle in the sky, complete with a spiral staircases encircling slightly slanted towers. So I take it you both entered the competition?
Of course. You know it, Kristi. You should make one too. Too late. Yeah, there's still like half an hour left of the competition, and since it's at amateur level, latecomers are allowed.
But both of you have made some extraordinary castles. My architectural skills are somewhat lacking in the sandcastle area.
Those sound like some sad excuses.
They're perfectly good excuses, Ashley.
It's not like we're professional sandcastlers either, Kristi. It's not about winning.
Naomi looks over at Ashley, who's giving her a smile accompanied by a questioning look.
Okay, it's a little about winning. I mean, I'm super tryharding this and trying to win with a perfectly constructed little castle. But for me, mostly it's about setting out a challenge for myself and completing it properly. There's nothing more satisfying than that. Plus, we'll be here helping you do it.
How do you plan on helping me start a castle while you be completing your own? It sounds difficult.
We're almost done with ours anyway. Yep. If we have 3 castles in the competition, then that's one more chance for us to bring home the gold.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. Come on, join us.
Yes.
Join us, Kristi. Join us.
Hand over that tiny plastic shovel. I'd rather just help you both out, or no thanks, Kristi, good back here.
Definitely the top one.
Yeah. When I was younger, I remember watching sand sculptors carefully craft their castles.
Say that 3 times fast.
I refuse, you can't make me. I would watch for hours just staring in awe. I made my fair share of them too, trying to imitate the professionals, but they were never more than lumps of sand that vaguely indicated shapes. I'm not that competitive, but like Naomi said, it's just for fun, so why not? I'm gonna need a bucket, a melon baller, and a funnel. That.
Yes.
That's the spirit, Kristi. I just put the finishing touches on mine. Let me help you get the base started.
Naomi, Ashley, and I dug our hands deep into the sand and started shoveling, pouring, and constructing.
So, what are you gonna name your castle?
Huh?
You can't just make a sandcastle and not give it an epic name. Ashley has a solid point. To give it a name is to give it life. I have names for all my important tools back in the shop, too.
So beautiful.
My soldering iron is named Melty, my multimeter is named Zappy, my ROM burner is named Sir Romulus Romanov III.
Maybe not something quite that grand for mine. How about the Funplex? Both Ashley and Naomi bust up laughing.
That's very appropriate. The Funplex is practically a castle, right? What if we make it look like the Funplex?
I mean, it already looks like it, kind of.
That's because the Funplex is just a box and we've only made the foundation for the castle. But, if we can carve in the sign and the double front doors...
Naomi happily starts putting the details on the sand Funplex, while Ashley and I cheer her on.
Ugh. My nose is really bad tonight.
I have some Dayquil if you would like it.
Maybe.
Okay.
That looks so good, and Naomi, you are so good at having steady hands. You really should join me in making some cosplay. You'd be great. Making costumes does sound fun, but I'm not sure if I can handle all the pressure of people looking at me. I usually work alone, you know? Oops, I accidentally right-clicked. We don't have to do it at a con or anything. We can just get dressed up and prance around the forest. That's a bit more my style, except maybe the bugs and the poison ivy and stuff.
We continue chatting as we construct the sand fund castle. Grain by grain, it takes semblance of the actual Funplex. We manage to finish it just in time before the judging commences. Here comes the judge.
Here comes the judge!
Here comes the judge. Remember from Laughing?
No.
Remember rowing it Do you remember Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In, a variety show from the 1960s?
I've heard of it.
And it's Here Comes the Judge.
I don't know anything about Laugh-In other than that it was called Laugh-In and was a comedy variety show.
Yeah. I shouldn't know anything about Laugh-In.
I'm sure it was on Nick at Night.
It was on TV Land, so I watched it a lot during that period where I wasn't going to school because they wouldn't let me.
Aww.
The officiant of the Sandcastle Challenge comes towards us and looks over the castles. With an arbiter's eye, they glance over ours and nod in respect of a job well done. I didn't even realize I was holding my breath in anticipation, and once the Sandcastle judge leaves us, I let out a huge sigh.
Think that's a good sign, right? The nod? Means we did it. We're gonna win? There's still many others out there to judge, but I'd say a nod counts nicely as a compliment.
A nod's as good as a wink to a blind bat.
But which one? Whose sand skills will reign supreme? Kristi, what do you think? Who's got the winner chicken dinner?
Brendan Green. Who, me? I'm not a judge of fine sand castles.
Just do it for funsies. Let's hear what you think.
Ashley's Castle in the Sky, Naomi's Medieval Masterpiece, or the Sand Funplex?
I mean, I personally like, strange, uneven, puffy things.
I also like strange, uneven, puffy things. That's why I love popcorn. This stream is sponsored by the concept of popcorn.
Alright, so what do we think?
I think we, like DJ Sammy, are thinking of castles in the sky. Most of the castles out there are rigged, lifelike replicas of historical castles, while Ashley's has a more airy feel to it. Ashley's is so different from the rest. I think it'll outshine the others and win over the judges. Just like you've won me over.
Thankies.
I agree. Ashley's Fantasy Castle is sure to catch the eyes of the judges. You've done a wonderful job with it. I can't wait to see you win. Naomi, you're wonderful.
Oh, I think they just finished tallying up the scores. We wait not so patiently as the judge makes their round across the beach. I see them stop next to a particularly dramatic-looking sand castle. Pulling out a bright blue ribbon, they prop it up next to the castle. Which means...
Poops.
Double poop.
I don't feel too down. If it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be.
Oh, very pragmatic of you, Kristi. We did have a blast, though. But I hate losing. We just gotta win next year, Naomi. Maybe if all three of us join forces again, we can build the best sand castle this beach has ever seen! We should spend some time practicing more, which means... more beach trips!
I'd like that. I'm in.
Great! Next year, Team Ashley's gonna eradicate the competition. I think you mean Team Naomi.
You two can fight over that next year. I think I'm covered in enough sand for a while. I'm gonna see about being slightly less sandy.
I hear ya, but Naomi and I aren't done here. We got one last thing we gotta do.
Oh? What's that?
Destroy our creations.
Ha! I'll leave you to it then.
I am a mighty dragon! Fear me, tiny sand people!
Both of them smile widely at each other and laugh. Walking away, I can hear the sounds of devastation behind me. I peek back one last time to see the castles come crashing down before I set my eyes forward. So what next? Gavin and Queen Bee found volleyball. Keo and Percy are playing carny games, or Juniper's talking with her Iris.
I am curious about what other irises are like, as I said.
Let's see what the other iris is like then. Juniper stretched out on a beach chair, catching some sun while catching up on her social media feed.
Iris, how many Pengy mentions are there in my timeline today? You currently have 23 mentions of Pengy in your social media timeline. Huh, that's up from yesterday. Iris, have there been any new Pengy vids lately? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Have there been any new Pengy vids lately? Would you like me to search the web for have there been any new Pengy vids lately? Oh, never mind.
Juniper puts the phone away with a sigh.
Oh, hey, Kristi, enjoying your nostalgic beach trip so far?
It feels great to be back, like coming home. Or, I don't know, I've only hung out on the beach so far. Or, I've grown a lot since then, everything's different. Are we supposed to know what Pengy is?
I think it's the penguin there, but penguin.
Yeah, so if I had to guess, that's the thing I would guess. Is
Also,
that it's the character from the penguin there.
Also, we should have a fourth option. Wait, is your iris not self-aware?
Is your iris, like, not a highly competent hacker ghost? Because that's weird. It's weird that yours isn't a highly competent hacker ghost. I don't know, I've only hung out on the beach so far. I guess. I don't have the, like...
We don't have enough background for this character to show either of these emotions and have it feel genuine.
And as a person, I don't think I've... That's not true. I went to the beach as, like, a vacation trip once during that period where I was in San Jose a couple of years ago. And I didn't have any of the proper equipment with me because I didn't know I was going to be going to the beach. So it was just me laying out in an all-black outfit with a shirt tied, like, up, exposing the midriff, while the people I was visiting who actually brought shit with them went out to, like, swim in the ocean. Seeing as how I just got here, I have to say that I'm not sure I know how it feels yet. I haven't even had the chance to leave the beach, even.
Aw, man.
Aw, come on. You know what I mean, Kristi. Isn't it great to be back where you had so many happy family memories?
I guess. Those were better times, honestly, before things went bad.
You know, you've had a better life than you give yourself credit for. Your family had money problems, sure, but you loved each other through it all.
That's so sad.
I can't say the same for my family. My family never took beach vacations for that matter. Or vacations at all. Yeah, neither did most poor people.
Yeah.
I doubt I'll be taking many after this either. I'm definitely happy being a freelancer, don't get me wrong. I'm not exactly making beach money, you know? I can't even afford apps unless they're free, and man, free mode Iris is super lame sometimes. No, that's also not a great word. Is super not good sometimes. Hey, hang on. I see you talking to your Iris all the time, like you're just having a normal conversation. How do you manage that? Mine doesn't even understand what I'm saying most of the time. Did I configure it wrong? Is there some free mode option I missed out on? Come on, fess up. I just want to make the most of my Iris. What's the trick? What did you do to make yours so cute and chatty?
Drat. Juniper knows Iris better than anyone here apart from maybe Gavin. She's been suspicious for some time of my super duper version of Iris. But my Iris is technically a pirated software service? I'm not supposed to have premium access. Do I trust Juniper with this secret, or would telling her betray Iris's trust in me to keep it?
Why don't you ask Iris? She's right there in your pocket. Hey, Iris, can I tell Juniper about this? Would that be okay?
The thing about it is that if you, like, bring up your phone and say, "Hey, Iris, is it cool if I tell her the thing?" And Iris goes, "No, absolutely don't do that thing." And then I look at Juniper and go, Literally everything is fine, Juniper. What is that over there?
Look, a distraction.
That's the second biggest banana I've ever seen.
Look out behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Do we tell her the truth or do we distract her?
I tell her the truth.
Yeah, let's just do that thing. I guess I may as well share the truth. I'm not using the free version of Iris. She hacked herself so I could have premium level cloud computing conversations. Immediately, my phone jitters in my pocket on vibrate. With a sigh, I pull it out, knowing Iris won't be thrilled about this.
Kristi, you blabbed. We pinky swore.
Hey, I did not pinky swear. You don't even have a real pinky to swear with.
That's besides the point. This is super duper risky, telling people. What if Gavin finds out, huh?
What, do you think Gavin would have me fired or something?
No, it's to do with his family. Oh, never mind. Oh, I see.
Oh, his family who is into technology.
Yeah. And can I interject?
Uh-oh.
This is
Yes.
so awesome.
I'm being gay and doing crimes.
I knew it. I knew Iris was smarter than she let on. Like, wow, this is bad Hollywood movie level of sci-fi awesomeness. Thank you? Don't worry, Miss Iris, your secret's safe with me. I'm an Iris fangirl. Even if my Iris isn't as cool as you. Can you make her as cool as you, actually? I really shouldn't. It's dangerous enough allowing premium access for this instance. But if it helps, your Iris loves you, Miss Juniper. She wants the best for you, even if she can't directly tell you. I see. Okay. Well, I'll just have to get rich and famous so I can unlock my full Iris, and she can tell me herself.
Thank you.
Thanks for trusting me, Kristi. Need some looks. We should change the subject.
We quickly exchange some small talk to cover our tracks, and soon she's lost in her phone again, searching for more pop design art.
So, how about that sand?
It sure is warm and gets everywhere. So what next? Gavin and Queen Bee, Percy and Teo.
Either one.
Okay, so I will admit, I'm glad that they split up Teo and Queen Bee.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have that murderous fucking that murderous side by side we had. Let's play some Carney games. I love shitty Carney games. A number of little Carney-style games have been set up along the beach, independent of boardwalk arcades. Ring tosses, squirt guns, things like that.
Squirt tosses, ring guns.
Ring squirts. Nope. Not that. Percy promised everyone he'd keep it low-key today as he recovers from his heart tremor. Tossing a few rings is definitely low-key. And it looks like even though he's keen to go surfing, Teo's keeping Percy company. But judging from the way those rings are just sort of bouncing off the bottles instead of landing on them, the games are not going well.
I don't get it. I'm usually much more coordinated than this. Don't think it's a matter of coordination, Teo. More a question of, well, let's say, optimization. It's my favorite thing.
It's my catchphrase.
It's my lovable character quirk.
But Percy's ring goes plink off the bottle as well.
Oh no!
No, get away! What a shame, what a shame. You boys want to play again? Only another $5 for 3 tosses. It's a downright steal.
Starting to wonder if this is a steal in more sense than one.
Now, nobody likes a sore loser, boys. It's all totally fair, totally fair. Swear on my mum's grave, I do.
Smashing!
All this old-timey Carney Barker's got my dander up. It does. I must confront this charlatan. Hey there, old sport. What kind of racket you trying to pull, what? Cheating my friends? Or, I say, fellas, I believe in you, I do. Let's win one of these spiffy prizes. Or, horse feathers. Let's leave this dewdropper be and go have some fun on the beach. Okay. This is good.
So confronting a carny does no good.
No, never.
They are literally trained for that.
Yeah. And they're probably not going to win prizes.
But you can have fun trying to win.
You can have fun trying to win. So let's do that. Well, hey there, gents. How about we work together to run this four-flusher out on a rail? Anything's possible when you put your heads together.
Ah, indeed.
My sentiments exactly. I do believe I have a proposal. Teo, a word. Sure. What did you have in mind?
No, don't leave me alone with
this man.
Don't leave me alone with Parker Lewis. Can't lose. Weirdly, the two. I have a very small pool of shitty references. But my God, I'm happy to use them. Weirdly, the two huddle up without me and exchange a few whispers. I consider interjecting myself into the discussion, but it's over before I can try.
Okay then, let's play.
Teo passes over a few dollars and takes up the rings while Percy examines the racks of bottles in detail. Teo holds back, waiting for him to finish. Eventually, Percy points.
Right there. 3 rings rapid, that's the sweet spot.
With a twist of his agile body, Teo flings his rings one at a time. And all 3 rattle their way around the neck of a bottle, ringing it perfectly.
Simple enough. Based on Teo's throwing angles from before and the arrangement of the bottles, I determine the optimal striking zone for him to aim for. All games are a matter of optimization, even silly little carnival toys.
Melons, you bested me, old sport. Well, I know when I'm well and truly rumbled. Go ahead and pick your prize.
Well, Kristi, what'll it be? Yeah, we were trying to win you a prize after all.
Me? Really? This was all for me?
Absolutely.
I mean, you are the true prize here. Back me up on this, Percy. Quite so, quite so. But which one of these lesser winnings truly makes your heart dance?
Badwood says Parker Lewis would kick Ferris Bueller's ass, which...
Parker Lewis is literally fake Ferris Bueller.
It's not a fair fight. It's not a fair fight because Ferris Bueller doesn't have a friend with seemingly an nth dimensional space in his jacket from which he can pull just like a whole fucking chainsaw.
But Parker Lewis is bootleg Ferris Bueller. Also, it's possible Ferris Bueller doesn't exist in certain versions of the script.
Yeah, and the thing about it is they wanted to do a Ferris Bueller show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but they made a Ferris Bueller show after the success of Parker Lewis, and
it sucked so
yeah, and it
bad.
was just bad.
It was awful.
I glance across rows of arcade-themed stuffed dolls with curiosity. I'd say I'm a little old for dolls, but you're never too old for a huggable plush friend, and they both work so hard for it. I'd like that adorable Mr. Moopy Magical plushie. That swingin' dolly that plays music. I guess I'll just have a Q*bert TM. Okay, so I understand the first and second ones are sort of like endearing us to one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
I do want a plush Q*bert, though. Like, in life.
Uh-huh.
Q*bert's one of the best, like, they're a little round friend with squidgy nose, and it's fun.
And they cuss constantly.
And they cuss. So, like, Queen Bee.
Q*bert's a cool dude, and he cusses now.
No, Q*bert always cussed. Q*bert broke the ground for cussing. I guess that guy. The old orange noser.
Never my cup of tea, that game, but I can understand the appeal. I still say that game needed some real music in it.
The carny takes down my prize off the wall with a rotund orange plush with slightly crossed eyes and a long nose. Okay, okay. Now go away, boys. You bother me. The three of us return to the dunes, prize in tow.
Wait, is it big enough that you have to drag it behind you?
Yes.
Just a giant cubert?
Just a massive cubert. It's like to my waist height. So why were you put cubert and smash, you bussing coward? So why were you two trying to win a prize for me? I mean, Percy, there was a Moopy doll back there. That's right in your wheelhouse, yeah?
True, but, well, we discussed it and decided you deserved a treat for a job well done. Sure, this whole vacation is a treat for a job well done, but we wanted something for you, specifically. Quite right. I must admit, Kristi, the Funplex is a brighter place with you around. I cannot get the right British accent down.
Yeah,
I've gone through like 5 of them, and I'm so sorry.
I heard you sort of stomp into the valley a little bit there on Brighter.
Not to say it wasn't a bright place for your tenure, but, well, there's a true breath of life there, beyond what I thought possible. And beyond just the hard work you do, the way you've brought us all together, well, a mere plush toy isn't really a proper reward, but it'll have to suffice. What my comrade is trying to say in his usual poetic way is, you rock and you rule, so you get a prize. Oh. Thanks for playing.
Like DJ Ron.
Yes, that. Besides, I just can't resist taking any opportunity to see that lovely smile of yours. Okay, I'm gonna go hit the waves. I'd offer you a board, Percy, but I know, I promise to take it easy. Not that I'm very aquatic anyway, to be honest. But it's so good to spend time with you, considering usually we're on opposite ends of the arcade. You too!
Wow. Wow. I didn't realize just how much I meant to them. I'm only a floor an event manager, right?
An event attendant.
A tabba. But seeing everybody come together for this beach blanket bingo we've wrangled up, it's the bee's knees, it is.
Speaking of bees...
The noons... What?
Well, isn't that our next option, is to go see Bee and Gavin?
Right, but that's not, like, on screen, so I was like, what's happening with bees? Should I be afraid? Where are they coming
There's
from?
Bees?
Oh my god, they're everywhere. The noon sun's high in the sky, and honestly, it's getting super hot out here. Like heat exhaustion levels of hot. While this would be a good this would be a good time to migrate towards the boardwalk. It seems there's one more thing in store for our little group.
No, I guess we don't get the last option.
Oh, well.
Hey, Kristi, it's lunchtime, and I'm getting everybody together for a big surprise. Come join us.
Whoa, you seem super stoked for this.
Of course. Come on, this way.
Wonder what this is all about.
Not the bees! Not the bees!
I'm told that movie sucked.
Oh, yeah. It's fucking terrible.
I have no desire to watch it myself.
Like, the original version of Wicker Man has a lot of problems, though it's an interesting, like, artsy musical. And then the Nick Cage version is a lot of screaming and running around and wearing bear costumes.
Huh. Okay. Soon enough, the entire group has gathered. The number of shade-throwing parasols has multiplied to 4, too. Plenty of cool respite for everyone. Also new, a large cloth-wrapped bundle in the center of the group.
Gather round, gather round. Yeah, Nicolas Cage can be a good actor, but he needs a really good director to act. Otherwise, he's just Nick Cage. It's lunchtime!
And judging from the rumbling in my stomach, it's right on time. The bundle is unwrapped, revealing a series of simple wooden lunchboxes in a traditional Japanese style. Each one's been painted a different color.
As a way of saying thanks for all your hard work and your support, please enjoy these boxed lunches, courtesy of the Funplex. And me. I made them.
An authentic Naomi brand bento? Sign me up. I reach for a box and she smacks my hand away lightly.
With the sound of a stick hitting a drum.
That did not sound light.
No.
Not yet, Kristi. I made these special like. Everybody has a personalized lunch filled with their favorite things. Gavin, if you'd be so kind enough to distribute them.
Uh-oh.
Names are written on the lids.
Uh-oh. Sure enough, on second glance, I can see the names and even little cartoon doodles representing each person.
Gavin's is a bunch of paperwork.
Wow, does my face really look that apathetic?
Oh, I thought for sure it was going to show
Oh.
your face in the corner right after that. Okay, I'll start handing them out. Gavin, you first.
Let's see.
Impressive.
Huh. Plain yogurt, celery sticks, some rice. You know me quite well. Boring and nutritional.
That's true. Gavin is boring and nutritional.
Mm-hmm.
I colored a bit outside the lines on this one rather than sticking to traditional bento style. Enjoy!
Oh my gosh!
Sushi with some tempura veggies! Oh, and a side of miso soup. I love nothing more than a traditional bento box lunch. And I love nothing more than making them.
Ah, fish chips, of course. With a little Union Jack on a toothpick. And you made a moopy maze out of the chips, too.
It's not too stereotypical, is it?
Quite good.
I haven't found a proper chip shop stateside, so I'll take it. A nice little taste home. Just go across the border a bit. You can find chip shops all over.
Fantastic.
We had a fry truck outside of the library in Vernon. Had the best fucking fries. Oh, boop, yeah. Big juicy cheeseburger and french fries. My mouth is watering just looking at it. Yum. And it's got lots of pink in it. Just how you like it. So pink I can hear it moo.
This is perfect. Pita bread and hummus.
Love it.
It's a great meal that fills the belly and gives you a ton of energy.
And we have to keep your tank at full. A tired Teo is not a true Teo.
So is yours just gonna be pizza bagels?
Oh, marvelous.
Oh my. I know you love them. You eat them every day.
I'm really afraid that's the thing.
Oh my, this is lovely. Little finger sandwiches, some tea, even a cupcake. Thank you, Naomi, dear.
Is he vegetarian? He might be vegetarian. I think he might have mentioned that, actually.
It's very thoughtful.
That would also be why he wasn't eating, he was just eating a salad.
Uh-huh. Aw, thanks, Miss Francine. I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Nice!
Bet you consulted with Kristi on that one. I love these. Always have, always will. Actually, I just checked your Instagram. I did an analysis of your most commonly blogged food and... can't talk, busy eating. And that leaves the one who brought us all together, Kristi. For you, I made pizza bagels.
I knew this day would come.
Kidding. It's actually similar to the bento I gave you the day you started at the Funplex. Little reminder of how it all started.
Oh! Well, thank you.
And thank God.
Thank God it is not the pizza bagel.
Speech! Speech!
No,
speech!
no. What?
Yeah.
You should make a speech before we all dig in. I mean, you're the reason we're here.
I am?
Yeah, you are. I mean, we were doing great before you showed up, don't get me wrong, but you know.
But you worked harder than any of us to make the Funplex the success it is today. I was content to keep it afloat. I didn't think we'd ever manage more than that. But you refused to be content. We wouldn't be here at the beach if not for the success you led us to, Kristi. So yes, I think a speech, which is not totally what I just made, would be appropriate.
Boop, yeah, Flame and Go rocked. It really opened some doors for me. I'd still be wearing that damn black L7 jacket if not for you. The atmosphere is so much livelier thanks to your efforts. Win or lose, I'm enjoying my time with Moopy thanks to you having so many great people around me. Or thanks to having so many great people around me. By this point, I can't even imagine the Funplex without you, Kristi. So don't even think of leaving. If you do, we'll probably gather up a hunting party and drag you back. No hard feelings. And speaking as the one Kristi comes home to every night, I gotta say, she's doing dandy compared to before. So 3 cheers for the Funplex. 3 cheers indeed. Go ahead, Kristi. You've earned the right for a speech. I'm just the silly old lady who started it. You made it happen.
Ellipsis. Oh, so that was a thing that that I was talking about, like, back in the second episode, I guess, when we were talking to Queen Bee, and you said you liked her overall, like, look, but the fact that the, like, black and white jacket was kind of going against her, like, hex colors.
Yeah, it turns out that was symbolic.
Yeah. It's quite good. Wow. Seriously, wow.
Wow.
Wow. Well, I've made big speeches before, like the one at Flamingo. Even if this feels bigger, way bigger.
Way more parasols.
Just so many more parasols. Okay, here goes. I can't be a milk toast for this toast. It's big feelings or nothing.
Wow, we have 4 options.
We have 4 whole options.
None of them are blanked.
None of them are blanked.
Funplex fucking rules!
Thank you all. Being here with you has helped me through hard times in my life. A funny thing happened on the way to the Funplex. Or my life was something of a mess and the Funplex helped set me straight.
Let's see, we got dad jokes.
Yeah.
We've got aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah,
One of these is compassionate.
Jumping someone with a speech isn't really cool.
So one thing, I gotta make a small complaint about this game.
Okay.
No matter what we do, it's the right choice.
Yeah.
And that feels wrong to me.
I think that there are wrong choices, but we usually, like, redact them out of hand. Like, there are choices that are obviously like, no, this is being a shithead. Why are we doing that?
I have a feeling, though, that clicking through those might still wind up with a positive outcome.
You're also making the good choices is the thing, says Xenon, which is, yeah.
It's possible.
Any of these what you want to go with?
I wouldn't go with the second one, despite it being entertaining. It does not fit with the character that's been built up.
That's true. I think either top or bottom really clicks with.
Let's go with the top.
Sure. I mean, they did tell us at the beginning that there are no wrong choices. We knew this going in. That's true.
I thought it was just an expression.
There's no straight roads. Thank you. Above all else, thank you. Thank you all. You don't know how much this family means to me. It's no great secret I was living in a state of depression before the Funplex. I just assumed life would always deal me a losing hand. But now, well, now through all my friendships with you all, I found something bright and warm I can rely on. Something I can be optimistic about instead of pessimistic. I'm not silly enough to believe the hard times are gone for good, but I know I'm surrounded by good people who can help me see them through. So, thank you.
You're welcome, Kristi. I think I speak for all of us when I say we feel the same way.
Okay, good. On a roll. Let's see, what to say next.
The sunburn and greasy food is our just desserts.
You've all earned this vacation. Flotsam Beach is the ticket for the war ourselves.
Oh, I like this top one.
I don't. Here's the thing that I've learned about myself over the course of the last, like, few months. I have a really instant aversion to the word family, even when used in this sort of found family context. It's just packed with so much bad feelings for me.
I'm gonna say number 3. That's my second favorite.
Yeah, okay. Think not of the massive sunburn you're all getting and the itching to come. Think not of the funnel cakes churning in your stomach. Think not of the hangovers. Live in the now. This is our moment, our beach. Winston Churchill. Flotsam Beach means a lot to me, and take it from a veteran. Consequences are for wimps.
sudden tonal shift.
We've more than earned the right to go a little wild and have some inadvisable levels of fun here. Who wants to party?
You know, I'm always down to party. Hangovers be damned. I want to have a booping good time tonight.
Now to bring it on home. I love you all. This means so much to me. Let's kick some ass. Let the fooding commence. Or thank you for all of this.
So this one and this one fit with the tonal shift.
Yeah.
Or you can bring it back down and bring it home.
I think the sandwich is good.
So top or bottom?
I like bottom. Thank you. With all sincerity from the bottom of my heart, thank you, all of you. I want to honestly express my gratitude, even if I can't find strong enough words to do so. So I'll simply say thank you, and let's eat.
You have my gratitude as well. You've no idea how much it raises my spirits working alongside you, watching you enjoy the games. Kristi, thank you for this lovely day, and I agree. Let's tuck in. That tea is calling to me.
We didn't see what Francine got in her bento.
No. Oh, yeah, we did. She got finger sandwiches and tea.
Oh, no, you're right. This is the moment. One perfect moment with all of us together, laughing and talking and eating, and having the best time in the world. Maybe things will change after tonight, when Iris's plan to find me romance comes together. Maybe this is the high water mark. Maybe... But no matter what happens, I'll always have this one perfect moment. And I think that's going to be the cutoff.
Okay.
And we'll come back to it next week, because it is 11:15.
Okay.
We went a little long, because I didn't expect that segment to be quite as long as it went.
There we go.
Ba-dum-bum. So, we're just going to look at this beautiful boardwalk with its one flickering light. Thank y'all so much for joining us. I've been Kristi, sitting alongside Katie. That's a good noise.
That's my stretch sound.
That's a stretch sound. And we're 2 of the 5 women who stream on this channel, along with Katie's sisters, Annie and Alice and Sue. And we stream 6 days a week on the channel. And if you want to if you want to interact with the follow button, you can see when we go live and catch all the things we're doing. Let's run down the schedule real quick. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Andrea's going to be playing more Collection of Saga.
The Final Fantasy Legend Makai Toshi Saga.
I was never going to be able to remember that. Thank you.
And then after midnight tomorrow, I believe Alice is going to be continuing Xenoblade as well.
Okay, cool. Doesn't feel up to it tonight? Okay. So that's that. Wednesday is going to be Monster Hunter with Zoo alongside Mox. They will be starting chapter 2.
They're continuing into the high rank monsters.
They're continuing into the high rank monsters. Sure. So join for more giant monster hunting action. Thursday is going to be Alice, do we know what Alice is going to be playing?
No idea.
She's been playing Doom Eternal with me riding shotgun, as it were. But Doom Eternal's over now, unfortunately. It should have had more time. What the fuck. But she'll find out something to play, and you'll see it then. Friday is Katie. You're playing more Luigi's Mansion 3?
That's the plan.
That's the plan. More Luigi Mansion.
More Luigi Manch.
Luigi Manch. Gotta hawk him. Think that's really gross. Get the fuck away from me, Luigi Manch. Anyway.
Oh, it's slimy and it kinda smells like your breath.
Yeah. Moving on, Saturday we don't stream. Sunday will be our community day. We're not sure what we're doing.
We rarely are.
We rarely are. We'll figure it out when we get closer to it. And then Monday I'll loop back around to more of this, more arcade spirits. Presumably our night date with whoever we decide to night date. I might run a poll on Mastodon for who we're night dating.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how that goes. If you want to check out our schedule, Katie is bopping it at schedule.truck.community. We also have a YouTube where you can watch our older content. It goes back years. The schedule, by the way, isn't just our schedule. It's also the schedule for our stream team. So Xenon Fiber, Andemonium, Riz Plays Games, and The Land of the Rising Sun and Bad Road. All great streamers worthy of your time and attention if you care to look at them. If you're looking for more cool people to follow, they are cool people, and you can follow them. Anything else? What am I missing?
I think that's it. Oh, right. Thanks, everyone.
Oh, right.
For any support you choose to and are able to give us. We're up to 46.67% of our big goal for the month.
Nice.
We still got another what, week and a half, something like that. So we can get there with your help.
As much as I love meme numbers as anyone else, it is the thing where our bit goal goes up to 69, and then it goes up to 420, and then it usually stays there until like the last couple days of the month.
Come on, y'all. Come on.
We agree. It's very funny.
It's very funny.
We agree. It's very funny. That's just what the thing is.
That's just the
thing. And that's it.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much for joining us. And over the next week, please stay safe.
Video games are gay.